Here's a brand new segment Carl King is trying out this week. I want to tell you about bands I like that no one else likes. Now, of course, someone aside from me has to like these bands, right? There's always someone that likes any band. But I'm referring to bands that if I went to see them live, no one I know would ever go with me. And this week's selection is Skillet. Skillet are what you'd call a Christian nu metal band. And I think the first time I heard of them was in a military recruitment ad in the movie theater. And they have this song called Hero. And that video made me cringe so bad the first time I saw it. Because it's full of dudes in police and firefighter and army costumes, while the band makes a big dramatic deal out of playing in the rain. Have any of you seen that show on HBO called Righteous Gemstones? If not, it's a parody of a family of evangelists who run a mega church. And it stars John Goodman as the head of the family and his kids who are totally unqualified to take over for him. For instance, one of his sons has formed a cult of hyper-masculine Jesus bros that live in the backyard and do nothing but lift weights and read the Bible. And Skillet are exactly like that. Their visuals are like an over-the-top parody. There's constant flames shooting into the air. The two guitarists stand on platforms that go way up and down in the air for some reason on the sides of the stage. And the whole band's appearance in general is, I don't know, how would you describe it? Like mega glamorous. They look like they belong in one of the Matrix movies. Lots of vinyl and leather and hairspray and accessories. The lead vocalist and kind of bassist is this steroid-looking dude named John Cooper. And he's decked out in sleeve tattoos and gelled hair and a big perfectly groomed hipster beard and this thick black eyeliner. And they've got this female drummer named Jen Ledger who plays with this outrageous intensity. Like live, she swings her arms way above her head, and it's hard to believe she can stay with the click or whatever is happening there. So it makes me wonder, like, are those drums actually happening? But it really looks like they are. And she also sings harmony vocals in counterpoint with the other dude. So it's a total spectacle. When I watch their videos, I think, is this really happening? Who thought this up? But I actually got hooked on their music when I heard their song Awake and Alive on a Christian radio station. I don't know why, but one night I turned on a Christian radio station in my car and that came on and I was like, what is this? This is striking. So I had to look them up. Their sound is very much along the lines of Evanescence, which is another band I like. And I would even say, and my wife is probably going to kill me, but it's not far from being similar to something like Nightwish. You know, because this sort of genre of band have these dark minor key chord progressions and heavy overdubbed guitar production and these male-female harmonies, or at least female vocals. And Skillet's lyrics are presented as these earnest, hardcore Christian messages of how they feel persecuted for their beliefs, how Jesus makes them feel invincible, and, you know, knowing what they believe inside. Throughout their live shows, the bassist will often entirely stop playing his bass to accommodate his stage moves, which include putting his hand on his heart or holding his arms out in a crucified pose at the audience to try to get them all to cheer. And it's possible either some or all of his bass parts are pre-recorded, along with the other backing tracks, although it's kind of hard to tell in that case. Now, if their level of putting on a show was lower, like if they just seemed like they were trying to be Skillet versus actually exploding with Skilletness, I would hate it. But watching Skillet is very much like watching Gwar. So at the same time that I laugh uncontrollably at the absurdity of the showmanship, I also really enjoy the music. And people think I'm joking, but the music has great hooks and cool harmonies and solid nu metal production. Honestly, it makes me feel good, and I don't want to deny that, as silly as it is. So whether you enjoy their music or not, I hope you can see it's expertly crafted, because Skillet have done what they have set out to do, and they do it well. And I don't know if there's a band that does Skillet better than Skillet. So if you want to try to enjoy Skillet along with Carl King, take a look at my 3 favorite music videos by them. You can just look them up on YouTube. They are Hero, Awaken Alive, and Monster. And if you want to get some extra credit, watch some of their live shows, especially the one they did at Pink Pop Festival in 2016. So, do you have a band that only you like? Let me know. Send me an email, show@carlkingdom.com.